Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm Hanna, but tonight you can call me Honey. So let's talk about sex. I guess not even the guy in the last row is wide awake? Great, because actually in nature, many things come down to sex. It secures our survival, increases variety, and moreover, makes our offspring healthier. Plants are the experts in sexuality. They even recruited their own fertility associates, pollinators like Mr. B. Insects, bats, birds, and geckos are lured with an incredible set of floral attractants to FedEx their pollen flight from plant A to plant B. So how does now the flower reimburse those busy workers for their service? Well, in many cases with nectar. And nectar is what I'm working with. I want to find New Zealand's sweetest. Nectar tastes sweet because it contains a lot of sugar, but also proteins, amino acids, and a decent amount of water. So after many years now in rooms without any windows, normal life of a scientist, I can finally head outside, travel across the whole country, and sample nectar from the most common trees. But before I could do so, I had to figure out what common actually meant, because there was a problem. More than 250 beautiful endemic trees, and only 3 years for my thesis. So I used tree observations of many thousand people to reduce down my list to a top 20. I can tell you, working with nectar is tricky. It's known to be a very versatile plant set because it depends on so many factors. Light, rain, soil, you name it. But hardly anything is known about New Zealand nectar on a big scale. That's why I want to know how nectar varies among different locations, species, and climate zones. And how fast does a flower actually refill its nectar? And can we provoke endless nectar flow, or does it come to an end? By knowing these facts, we can create a New Zealand-wide nectar map. Honey producers can use those maps to optimize hive placement and even create a new honey flavor, who knows? Moreover, we can estimate better if there will be enough food for our beloved toohees, bellbirds, and hee-hees, so that they can please us with their ancient melodies for many more decades. Thank you and good night.